And Sports Report brought to you by Northwest Furniture and Mattress. Go see the Daggett family. They got a great selection of American-made furniture, awesome mattresses, awesome recliners, everything you need. They want to make you comfortable in your own home. LHS softball had a huge comeback on Friday versus Kuna. After trailing 10-1 in the fourth inning, the Lady Tigers battled back to win 12-11. And then in game 2 of the WTP Classic over there in Idaho, they handled Timberline 10-0. Saturday's games were canceled due to weather. The Lady Tigers ran their record this weekend to 5-0. They're undefeated. On the schedule, they don't play again until next Tuesday, and that's the GOL opener in Baker at 2 and 4 o'clock. They got a doubleheader. LHS baseball had a nice comeback of their own against Littleton, Colorado in Arizona last night. The Tigers ended up winning 11-7. When I checked the score, I think they were down 4-0 in the first inning, and they came back. They play tonight at 7 versus Canyon View, which is an Arizona team, and then tomorrow at 10 versus Highland, California to wrap up their Arizona spring break trip. They will also open up GOL play next Tuesday in Baker with games at 2 and 4. EOU baseball played pretty well this weekend, but they still lost all 4 games to the number 7 team in the country, LCSC. They were all close games. I mean, within a couple runs for all 4 games. This team, I still have faith in this baseball team, man. They're better than they were last year, a lot better. They're competing with they didn't win per se this weekend, but they competed, and that's the important part. EOU track and field had a nice showing at the Pacific Multis with Israel Miles finishing second in the decathlon on the men's side, and then Liz Grandel and Samantha Conley finishing second and third in the heptathlon on the women's side. So in the springtime, in the outdoor season, men go from the heptathlon in the indoor to the decathlon in the outdoor. So they go from 7 events to 10. Women always do 7. So they do 7 in the winter and 7 in the spring as well. EOU women's lacrosse lost their first game of their Southeast road trip, falling 21-4 to Montreat, North Carolina. They play Life University today at 3 p.m. EOU softball got all 3 games. They were supposed to play 4. One of them got rained out, the Friday game. But they won all 3 games this weekend versus Warner Pacific on the road. Hannah Tyree stayed hot. She went 8 for 9 this weekend. She had 2 home runs and 7 RBIs. And then junior pitcher Kaylee Hoskins is making a bid for CCC and National Pitcher of the Year. She threw 10 innings this weekend. She gave up 1 run. She leads the CCC in ERA, strikeouts, batting average against, and she gave up 3 hits this weekend. The key to this, though, she only threw 10 innings. She struck out 26. That means only 4 of the batters that she got out, she didn't strike out. She earned CCC Pitcher of the Week for the 4th time this season. Last year, she won it 5 times. And last year, she got the CCC kind of screwed her over. And I'll be blunt about that, and I've voiced my opinion on social media about it. She led the conference in all the major statistical categories for a pitcher and didn't win Pitcher of the Year in the conference. They handed her Newcomer of the Year. It's like she should have been the Pitcher of the Year. She should have been a first-team All-American. She got second-team All-American. So hopefully this year they don't screw that up again, because it's frustrating. Like, she led the country. She didn't just lead the conference in these statistical categories. She led the country in ERA. She led the country in strikeouts. She led the country in batting average against. How are you not a first-team All-American?
Yeah.
It just dumbfounded me. And so hopefully this year we figure out a way to get her first team. I mean, I'm lobbying for her to be, if it keeps going like it's going right now, she's National Pitcher of the Year in my eyes. Here's a quick look at the upcoming schedule for this week for Mounting Athletics. We'll talk more about this weekend's games on Thursday. AM Sports Report brought to you by Northwest Furniture and Mattress. Go check it out. Big Red Rocking Chair on Elm, off Adams in LeGrand.